need to wait.
Well?
This is very romantic.
You got...
Fuck off.
Behold, wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Well, come on. Let's go, man.
Whoa, hold. Mean to go in wearing that?
Well, yes.
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic.
Hey! I wash it at least once a month.
One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
What about what? Good idea. Let's go ahead.
All in all, why not?
Ah, that's the spirit.
Now you know it's obviously not me because he's smiling.
This'll do wonderfully. Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made. Now for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding.
Shoes?
And we must be neat.
Oh no. Oh no. What's up, baby?
May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
Man. We must get to know each other better.
Be assured, you'll like me even better when you come to know me more intimately.
How intimately?
Enough to get a sense of my assets, my dear. Trust me, they're nothing to scoff at.
May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Fine. You did say...
Quick! I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
Fine. For example?
What, for example?
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Hey.
Relaxed? So you think I'm uptight?
What I mean is, it would be nice from time to time if you could sit back and enjoy life. Instead of
What do you
going around
mean?
solving everyone's problems.
But what does...
That's a rabbit's life.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You're as dense as year-old hardtack. Luckily, you've got me.
I'm about ready to take a silver sword to you, that's what. Let's go to this wedding.
We'll talk later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this'll be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
This way, my strawberry.
I don't know if you really want to call her a strawberry. Considering that...
Hello world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids.
Imagine that, you're talking about fair maids. You were just on her right now.
None compared to you, my dear Rhubarb.
Yeah, okay. Yes, even she is not interested.
Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
I'll kick his ass. Seems everyone's wearing flower crowns
What a
around
lovely Rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgerd and I brewed in our teething years.
here. Okay then, what
I
an
shall
interesting...
introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
Fine.
My Rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Besides, it's not him you have to worry about behaving, it's me.
Come,
We're gonna walk.
time to meet and be greeted.
I shan't stray a step from your side.
Be nice now.
Oh.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you
Yay.
live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn.
Oh, goody.
My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
You look
It's
like a
an honor.
douchebag.
The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear.
Rabbit
Geralt
of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt.
A rabbit.
Witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto. I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
So, how do you know Shani?
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there. I was forced to return home after 1 year.
It's never
Jeez.
too late to pursue an education, my dear. Your husband is certain to help you complete your studies, provide the necessary coin.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona as a mere diversion for the alcove. You will help her, will you not?
That is between me and her. You needn't butt in.
But I'm not. I merely ask. See, I've come to love your wife like a sister. So I ask you, as your brother-in-law, will you help her?
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. You're a right decent chap. I knew it from the start.
He doesn't look impressed. You get a hefty dowry with your bride?
Aldona seems a curious choice for a bride. Did she come with a hefty dowry?
I assure you, Witcher, my
Rabbit.
choice had naught to do with coin.
Jonas' family is far better off than mine. They're a textile manufacturer.
It took a lot of convincing to get Mother to agree to our, as some would have it, mesalliance.
Toh, you never told me. Whatever happened to fortune is of no import to me and my family.
It isn't. Jonas told me the same. That your background doesn't bother him.
Never does. Not at love's first blossoming. But give it time. 5 years and you'll find few things that don't bother you.
I'm beginning to find what you say bothersome. I don't know where you're from, but in these parts it is rude to insult newlyweds at a wedding.
Insult? I'm merely warning you. Know a thing or two about life, you see.
Geralt and his jests. He has a strange sense of humor.
Very strange, I'd say.
You know, you're getting real offended over nothing, man. And I gotta say, you know, is it also rude to threaten the newlyweds? Because you're looking to get decapitated, man. So why'd you choose this chap?
Aren't you an extraordinary beauty, my dear?
Why, thank you.
You had your pick of gents, I'm sure.
Where is this going?
I'm attempting to discern why she chose you, Jonas.
Mean you don't approve of my wife's choice?
I've
Oh,
no
shut the
skin in
hell
this
up.
game. I ask out of pure curiosity.
Well, rein it in, or I shall have to explain my wife's choice to you hands-on. Out of pure pleasure.
Why so testy, friend? Have I insulted you? Merely told your wife she was a beautiful woman, yet here I'm threatened instead of getting thanks. Have some manners.
Yeah, have some
That's
manners.
enough. She simply fell in love. That's that. Jonas, I'm sure my friend meant no offense.
He's easily offended. Little big baby. Let the revels begin, I guess.
We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you expected elsewhere?
Me?
Are you trying to say I should be
I
out
simply
here?
Cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
Well. What? Take part in the wedding activities until midnight. Okay.
He arrived, that's certain. I saw him myself. Look,
So if he arrived, why is he not here now?
the blood.
Hey.
Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her, wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, whoosh, scope, sizzle, sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from Novigrad.
Right.
But I'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers, but we'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as last Yule's pudding.
Oh no.
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling.
Master
Master Witcher's
Rabbit.
here now. Perhaps he can aid us.
Tell me everything you know.
Before I can begin my witcherly investigation,
Rapidly.
I require guidance, clues. Tell me all you know. Everything.
Well, the fire eater arrived around noon. Ate his fill of food, not fire. For a stroll to air some gases, he said.
Wow.
That horror demon saw him and started barking like a thing possessed.
Why so?
Haven't a clue. Didn't like the man, sensed something awry. Perhaps that the man swallowed fire. Animals fear fire.
If I feared, it would have fled, not given chase.
Damn fool dog. How can you know? But it snapped its chain and chased the fire eater into the woods.
Foolish or not, it's our son-in-law's beloved pet. There'll be hell to pay if it goes missing.
I shall find him.
You needn't worry. The Witcher,
rabbit.
is. I will find this swallower of heated things.
Oh, mighty generous offer, but no one knows where to look.
Matters not.
Hold up.
Witchers, that is.
Did I
we
just see
have our
Gaunter?
ways. The Flame Gulper. What did he look like?
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort. Ought to be enough to identify him.
I shall find him.
We thank you, and hope for the best.
Oh, I guess I wasn't Gaunter Odin. Because the guy walked right behind her looking like
Awfully
Gaunter,
nice of
and
you to
then
offer
he...
your help, but are you sure you're up to it? You're
And then
not
he just
actually a
legitimately,
witcher.
like, disappeared.
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Okay.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
Shani, Vladimir and I need to find the Fire Eater. If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. We'll be back in no time. I believe in you.
I don't.
Tally-ho. Adventure awaits.
Yeah, adventure, if that's what we call it now.
The dog made these tracks true, but a small one. And judging by its house, Demon is a hulk, but beggars can't choose their tracks. So I shall follow these.
Following some dog's trail? Not exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long now.
Okay, then.
How goes the search?
No discoveries of note as yet, but I shan't give up. This witcher work suits me swimmingly. A broken branch, as if one too heavy sought to scamper up this tree. Seems our fire eater swallows a great deal more than fire. Or perhaps someone was merely gathering kindling. Ah, there is joy in this ferreting.
Oh, up there. Okay. Yeah, me. Bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark.
Missing man, missing mutt.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppy.
Not a very terrifying doggo.
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
It's a dog.
What do we do?
I'll calm it.
Sit.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
Okay.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Hey.
Roll over.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Yes.
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding. Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone, as you can see.
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
I'm sure.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
And...
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that bottle yet.
I saved your life, man. Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottoms up.
Cool, I'll take it.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a monster. A furry, faggy devil. They chose a fitting name for it.
No, you're just being a bitch. Are you always so easily...
You're a man whose trade is literally to play with fire. How can you fear a tiny runt of a dog?
Was a monster. A demon.
You
So
really
you
are
say.
drunk.
You're a stoneless coward, sir. That's that.
Oh, beg your pardon. I'm not a coward. I'm cautious. Know what had become of a fire eater who paid no heed to caution?
I suppose he might singe his tongue.
Guessed it. Settles that misunderstanding.
You can't possibly go to the wedding like that.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at
Drunk.
yourself, man. You're a tramp. Can barely stand, let alone perform.
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker. Standing straight ain't a requirement.
You're filled with alcohol. Alcohol is very... Fire eating. What's the trick?
This may be my only chance to ask. Your fire-guzzling trickery. How does it work?
Oh, they toss me out the guild if I told. Except if I took you on as an apprentice. In half a year's time, you'd learn.
I haven't half a year. Come, just between you and me. We've drunk together. We're practically brothers.
Drank it all yourself. You're no brother of mine.
You dare toy with me this way? Very well. Refuse to tell me, and I shall leave you here as a morsel for any passing boars, bears, or bloodthirsty fawns. So choose wisely.
This here's assault. He's suppressing the arts.
Out with it.
I got this special mixture I drink before every show. After that, I can eat fire, spit fire, do what I please. It don't burn nothing.
Is that all? Where's the art in it? Any dribbling imbecile can smear his throat with a protective slurry.
I've had just about enough of this. First they release the hounds, then come and steal my meat, and now insults. I'm done here. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Didn't mean to offend the bloody charlatan. Do something.
Okay. Not going anywhere, sir.
You're gonna forget everything you've seen, said, and heard in the woods.
Wouldn't a smack upside the head help the matter? Put the cheating coward back in his place.
No need. You'll go back to the wedding and show everybody your tricks.
Oh, your charlatan's tricks.
Yes, sir. I'll do as you say.
Coming or not?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
There we go.
Wedding, then. Perhaps I'll find some more interesting diversions there.
Okay. Let's do that.
Keep calm. Stay close.
I shan't stray a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods.
Yeah. Real wild animals.
Cats! Bear!
Bear? That? As
That's
much
a
as your
boar.
cock's a tent pole. Hide, you blind fool.
Stop circling me. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Where the fuck is it? Ow! Did you just? I'm gonna. There.
Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see? Besides, I'm a fire eater, not some damn naturalist.
Anybody would know
You're
a
not
bear
master.
from a bear.
Believe I failed to ask. What do they call you?
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close, and no harm will come to you. I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gob gets to the wedding safe and sound.
Oh. Having to escort some dummy.
The missing fire blower is missing no more. It was my doing, if I may say so myself.
Yeah, you're doing okay.
And Demon? What's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
Your attention, please. I invite all to witness a spectacle unrivaled. A man so bold as to eat fire.
Yay.
Must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive.
He probably goes up in flames because he's full of alcohol. Well, go on, do it. Why are you looking at me? Cool.
My first Witcher contract. Done. Fire Eater found. His ass saved. If I could live again, I'd be a Witcher for damn certain.
Yeah, that's assuming you even get to live long enough for that. Huh? What about in here?
What can I do about
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lovers. May
Yay!
never cool. May they sire many a bear. And may gods are kind.
Yay!
Hello, Sourpuss.
If
I'm
I were
dancing.
Shawnee, I'd show you how I cut a jig, nimble as a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
Where are you, Shawnee?
My answer is no.
By the way you move, what charm, what grace.
Thanks.
She wasn't even here. You.
Leave me be, please.
Crackers. Radovid took the order of the flamingos.
Take part of the... How am I supposed to take part of the revelry if it doesn't even let me take part of the revelries? Am I supposed to knock it over then? Because it's all hard.
Leave me be, please.
I can't take... Maybe it's above me. I don't know.
What's going on there?
Move it!
Hey, now!
Okay, I ain't got... Oh, yes, it has to be above.
What can I do about it?
Look there, Shani. The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we can converse.
Then let us scamp.
But how so? Just like that?
There aren't that many ways to scale a ladder.
Sure there are. I found plenty of ways. I even used my chin to do it. Ooh. Cow.
You must have a splendid time. Let's sit. Come now.
Just
Yep.
like that.
Yes, we're going to sit.
I'm all ears. What would you have us talk about? I'm sorry, converse about.
Converse.
When it comes right down to it,
Yes.
you see, the thing is,
Come now, spit it out. Yes, just as I thought. Come, it's time we returned.
Boo. You blew it, dude. You blew it.
what's just as you thought? I find you intimidating.
Loudly lowing cows only ever give a little milk.
I've only ever dealt with simple maids, whereas you're a surgeon. I believe I was right not to just take you and... Well, I was right to take the more romantic approach.
Oh, all right. Now come. We were to enjoy ourselves. Let's do just that.
Oh, what's this?
Of all these flowers, you, my dear, are the loveliest.
Believe the young man's mistakenly for another.
Not at all. I like my women as I like my peaches. Fuzzy and well ripe.
That's enough. Get going. You're drunk and randy. Nothing good's ever come of that mix.
Wow. Rude. And here I was trying to say that she looks great.
Hey there, handsome. Drink with us.
Don't make us beg. We're toasting the newlyweds. Drink with
Cool.
us.
I never say no to a lady. To your fair beauty. And to yours, Shani, naturally.
Your elf and happiness. Fortune smile upon you, White Wolf.
White rabbit. Wait, is that a quest that I see over there?
Mummy says hello.
No. Thought I saw something on the minimap there. Wee, this is fun.
No, just.
I'm getting drunk and doing all kinds of...
Look. Munchkin's playing cards.
Oh. Oh.
Perhaps you'd care to sit down to some Gwent with us.
Oh, hell yeah.
Certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
Wow.
No need for insults.
Apologies.
I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Were that true, you wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized. What else would you have me do? Bring him flowers?
I'd have you play and stop talking.
Let us play, gentlefolk.
What's your wager?
Everything. The whole lot. I'm all in.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear.
Oh, we're...
Many large sides.
Oh, my.
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
I don't want to use Monster Faction. I'm using my Northern Realms. Okay, let's see here. Garbage. Cow. Moo. When this card is removed from the battlefield, it summons a powerful new unit card to take its place. Summon Avenger. Screw it, let's put it in. Let's go! I got cow immediately. But there's no chicken to go with it? Well, let's remove you. Remove you. Ah, crap. Cow? Man, I got nothing. And you're really sending me all the spy cards right now, ain't you? Oh, I'm gonna lose. Why am I not getting a single spy card? Whoa, what the hell? Let's get him taller. I could do with the medic or spy card. If I get the medic, then I can revive the other one. Or I can get Vesemir. That fucking works too, I guess. It's fucking stupid. Why do I even have Vesemir? Actually... we'll go like this. We'll place down Vesemir. We'll go Doot Doot. Oh, you dick. We'll do this. Oh, he's gonna send in this. Oh, you dick. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose because I can't get a single spy card to save my life. Oh, fuck off.
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wager.
No, I'm gonna reload that shit. Nah. I couldn't get a single fucking spy card to save my life. They're in how many slots of my cards? I ain't gonna lose to a bunch of fucking halflings. Meanwhile, he gets every spy card in the goddamn world. I get none. Okay, let's go. Northern Realms. Hopefully this time we don't get fucked over. Go a spy card. A spy card. Oh, one commander's horn, I guess. Second spy card. We can get rid of the blue stripes guy. Thing is, I already know who the mysterious elf is now. It's Avallac'h. See, I can do the same thing too. See, why is it that you are getting every spy card, but I can't get, like, 3 of them now? Hey, I think that's real nice. Fuck off. I don't care if it sounds real angry. I'm coming back with a vengeance. I'm not gonna be forced to wear the damn ass ears. Cool story, bro. Why would you want to revive that? Oh, I probably should have waited before I scorched them out of rage. You can blow me. Wait, what? I'm gonna place Rabbit of Rivia. You can take the spy card. Oh, look at that, another spy card. Oh, look at that. Did I win?
Your tits up, mate. Slap those asses' ears on your ass's noggin.
Oh, such a shame. I'd already pictured you in those ears. Quite the interesting picture, too.
I know of other ways to look interesting. I could show you.
I'll think about it.
Time to drink! We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that,
My what
Shani?
now?
My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball. Ah, my kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance.
Come on, let's
down.
dance.
Faster, faster till we expire.
Hey man, he's having a great time here.
And now, a special
I knew it, he
treat
is
for our
here.
Special guests. The Witcher
The
Geralt
rabbit,
and
rabbit.
his enchanting partner, Shani. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for a loving embrace.
Can you not?
Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
I swear to God, if you get me in trouble with Triss, I am going to absolutely desecrate your corpse.
Oh, You're rather good at this.
My dancing skills are a mere foretaste. I am the lord of the dance.
Not a man here who could outdance me. It's a gift. My legs are preternaturally skilled.
I never expected the members of Olgierd's band to have a taste for dancing.
Well,
It's so. We dance and dance at every opportunity, as fond of fun as fighting, our motto.
yeah, okay. Getting a little bit, you know, too big for your shoes there. Well, actually, these are my shoes.
Seems the music in the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner?
No, I don't.
I'm not sure I do.
Smooch. Oh my.
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
If I'm to play, I will
What do
play.
you mean, hands to myself? That'd be no fun at all. Besides, I thought you too would enjoy it.
Well, I like to kiss. And get kissed. But mostly with one person at a time. And there's two of you in there.
Aye,
Hey.
only one did what set your heart aflame. Me.
Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's a drip.
Please?
Very well.
What do you...
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt,
Oh.
I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel
No,
everything.
really.
Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
I'd have probably have done exactly what he did. I don't know.
Probably I'd have done what he did. Still like to.
Then why don't you? Well, answer me.
Thing is, normal folk don't act like Vladimir von Everec.
Because they are churls.
Don't be too hard on him. All in all, he's actually rather fun.
Don't...
See that? I'm fun. And you've got a pike so far up your ass, you can't wear hats.
Happen
Hey.
to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised. Who is he?
Gaunter O'Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
I don't know if I really want to.
He didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply. And certainly not on a whim.
I don't know about that
I was
one.
to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Better.
Hey.
Shani, the night beckons us not to jabber it away.
We'll talk to Gaunter soon.
The night is young. Come, let's do something wild.
Look at them falling over the... Where you going?
What are we doing here?
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned King of the Swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady, meaning.
Yeah, lady.
The rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose.
Nay, any man can try his luck.
Really?
All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
That's it? Prizes, tell me more.
King of the swineherds, eh? And what's this king get exactly? A king's ransom, I would hope.
No coin. Honours the prize. King gets a crown of laurels he pins to his saddle, rides about with pride that he's king of the swineherds.
You
Crown of
mentioned
laurels.
some trifles for the lasses. Are they worthwhile at least?
For certain. Lovely, every last one. Pretty as a painting. Win and see for yourself.
Okay, let's chase some piggies.
Sounds like damned foolish nonsense. But why not give it a try?
We'd be honoured. Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone
Wow.
a pig into a pen. Let the
Let the
witcher
rabbit.
give it a run.
Well, how much time do I have?
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movements, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker.
Can I just axie it?
Come on, piggy. Got a nice and cozy pen for you. You see
Okay.
that, Shani? One big pen.
Okay. Drive the pigs into the pen. Just get into the... What? What is taking so long? Get into the pen, piggy! Get in there!
Feel foolish, peasants? Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Master Witcher,
Master
we haven't
Rabbit.
seen such pig-chasing skill in a long time.
Your family had an ample pen, didn't they? Go on, admit it.
My family
No.
had many pens. But that in no way means I had any practice chasing pigs.
Wow. Once again,
However
with
it were,
the...
the crown's going to a good man.
That's right. Gimme!
And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favour. Here.
What is it? Big smile on her face, at least.
Just don't go hiding it in some pouch. Brandish it on your horse so that all folk may see.
King of
What do you
Swineherd's
say
crown.
to that, Shani? Ever witnessed such agility?
You're clearly a natural at chasing pigs through muck. You were a joy to watch.
I feel like that was sarcasm.
How does my heart's captor like the prize I won for her?
The rag-stuffed piggy? It's lovely, truly. I've always dreamed of owning one.
Well, I can't imagine any... I've not ever known a woman to not enjoy a stuffy.
Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. I woo and woo, yet you do not succumb. So I can't help but wonder, what am I doing wrong?
The fact that it would just basically be another notch under your belt.
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is
Oh,
that
bullshit.
so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Oh.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does his thing.
Watch him get slapped.
Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
Quit.
A moment,
Stop.
my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
I'm definitely going to need to look at the footage and see if that was actually Gaunter Odin. My dear girl, you are a miracle.
My sweet, you are no mere maid, but a marvel of nature. And now, at last, fate knocks at your door.
But I don't know rightly.
You needn't know anything. I know it all for us both. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad?
Yes.
Then how?
Oh, you have no idea how much I have.
Oxenfurt. Why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
I like how it actually zoomed in on her face when he said to the
away
barn.
from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
A rabbit? Forgive me, I didn't know.
Easy, lads. No harm done. An innocent conversation with an innocent miss. The kind weddings are for.
We all heard your innocent talk. Wanted to draw her to the barn. What were you gonna do there? Talk some more?
Naturally, we would speak. But first, we would dance. Now tell me, what sort of fool wouldn't want to dance with a beauty like her?
Find another beauty, or I'll dance with you myself, just after I grab me a fence post.
Geralt, you saw it. I tried to resolve this peacefully, but they
This happens
wished
a
to
lot.
fight. Suits me just fine. Sounds like wonderful fun. Fence boards right over there for the taking.
Fear eat your stones.
That's the last ploughing straw. No one accuses Vladimir von Everett of cowardice.
Calm
Well, then
down,
get back in
boys.
here.
Don't want to fight you.
Too damn bad, because we're gonna tan your mutant freak hide.
Oh.
That does it! Ah! Hi-ya!
Oh,
Show
we're
us
doing
what
it.
you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
Am I gonna be armed with a fence post? Really?
Fence boards. The perfect weapon for sweaty-assed swineherds.
Perfect fit for your job, you ploughing gentle fuck.
Never in my life have I reveled
I hope
so
I get to keep
fiercely.
this.
Step up. Who else wants a shave?
Got him.
Had enough peasant spawn. Thought yourself a match for a Von Everett.
I mean, a rabbit?
Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where
What?
to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
What am I gonna tell her? That I'm possessed by a ghost?
There it is. You fucked up.
Me?
She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
Yes.
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try.
Besides, more important.
Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
You explain it, mister.
All right.
Your methods. Quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
I can demonstrate if you'd like.
My dear girl, what don't I have up my sleeve? I'd gladly demonstrate. Perhaps behind the barn?
I think you've demonstrated enough. Let's just enjoy ourselves, all right? You don't have all that much time left.
Your wish is my command, milady. I'd never deny a maid so fair-featured. Off we go.
Did they just shout? I wonder.
So good to shake the kinks from one's bones.
What's this?
What's taking you so long?
Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing beaux?
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the churn, so I'm having a...
And they said fire burns hotter in an old stove.
If I was your age, you'd be singing a different tune. Have you squealing like a kitty cat?
Wow. Fine, rude. Also, let me see here. Is that Gaunter Odin? Yeah. I don't want to talk to him. I want to do more revelry. So, what's going on here?
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Yeah.
Perhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bared. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh my
Look,
god,
dearie,
shush.
Again, take there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
Wow. Imagine being that much of a sore loser.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
No.
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
Yep. So what will I get if I retrieve the shoe?
And once I retrieve it?
Well, your maid'll be pleased as punch. Or it means you're a gallant beau. And awful handy.
Is that all? No prize? Not even a kiss?
That depends on the miss in question. If she wants to give you a kiss, she will. But she ain't obliged.
So I'd like to join in this fun.
Oh my.
Yes, oh my indeed, lady.
Oh, there's more to come.
Are those the pants? They look a little bit sharp, not gonna lie.
Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I dive to any depth for you.
Why am I barefoot? Whoosh.
Observe, Shawnee.
My eyes are glued.
Seems to think the slipping will be easy, don't it?
That doesn't look like her shoe. Where is it? That may be her shoe? I don't know. Okay, this one's big and bulky. What the hell is that? That can't be her shoe. Is this it? Looks like it. Alright, Shawnee. Is this it?
Damn mucky that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
Mucky as it might be, the lake still couldn't keep my shoe from you.
See my blueberry? Such devotion in a small matter. Now imagine my devotion in matters large.
Something specific in mind?
Why, naturally. Ride off with me, Shawnee. To Kovir, Povis, Zeracania even.
Well, I don't know how you plan to get there within the next hour or so, but...
Lovely plans,
Yeah,
but
see, she knows.
I fear they're impossible to realize in just one evening.
Too true. But it's nice to dream. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Mm-hmm. Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
There.
Nothing like a good swim. Now we must do something else. Something wild.
Know myself. Losing shoes in lakes has ever been much of a problem at my place.
Thick you are. It ain't about fishing up shoes. It's about what else he might do a proper job of.
Wow. Is that all the revelry then?
Whoa!
Move it. Gaunter Odin.
That gingerbread's naught but flour, honey, eggs, and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
Oh, I know exactly
So
what you
how
mean.
much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time, you touch it. Let you sniff it, stroke it even. Time.
You're getting a little weird here, man.
Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter Odin.
Why does everyone bow like that? I hate it.
My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Do you now?
That's so. What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother. That you envied Olgierd from your earliest days and always wished to be just like him.
How do you know I'm not Rabbit?
Wait, you can see me? That is, me, Vladimir von Everek?
Of course. Why ever wouldn't I?
I don't know, man.
I'm in Geralt's
Rabbits?
body, the Witcher's.
The rabbits?
Just who would I be if the true nature of things remained hidden from me? Someone
I don't know.
Like you, meaning no one.
I wouldn't want to get blood on my damsel's dress, but insult me once more and...
You shan't touch me. I know you'd very much like to act like your brother in this situation, demonstrate how manly you are, but let's be honest, nothing will come of it.
Can I have that flower crown?
You're simply not him, no matter how much you wish you were.
Not true. Prove it.
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd ran faster, shot truer, lifted greater weights. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As he grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shani. I'm rather sorry you have to hear this.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt. Even after death, you still play the pale imitation.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, Olgierd's a much better dancer.
You lying
Gaunter.
dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it. I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5. Took them on all at once. Alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave. Often. Pours a drink for me. Gets soused himself. And talks of the old times. He cannot see me, but I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What do you mean?
Getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
That it is.
Shani, I'm sorry.
It's all right. That was... Oh, forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right?
Sure are.
Let's go. The night's still young.
Where are we going?
Lies, not a word of truth.
Don't let it bother you.
Olgierd was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate.
Let it go. I believe you. And now revel on.
That's right. Time won't wait. And we're going.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the capping.
Go on, Shani.
Go ahead.
I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no...
Rabbit. I shall make a speech, and that's that.
No need. Why, there's every need. Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course.
Wow.
Indeed, still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farmhands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had one or two groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles, am I right? But this day...
Wow, a nod.
This day has changed all. Beneath the muck and dung, a peasant is a man. I understand this, thanks to you. You've still shite all to talk about, but I don't mind anymore. For this, I thank you, and say, you are well loved.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, yes,
Not done.
you are. All the maids join in the capping.
You're a maid too, Shani.
The midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams made young
Don't
blood
throw
run?
them.
Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple and give them a few weeks, and we'll toast the lovely bed with its pale and puffy cheeks.
A few weeks.
Don't you mind our song? We don't sing to be unkind. We sing so we can empty yet another stein. Bride's one love eternal, bridegroom best beware, or she'll make you a cocoa in the coming year. What's the groom a thinking, a storm upon his brow? Must be second guessing if he'll get that cow. You'll get the cow, lad, the bull, the calf, the hay. So drink and be merry, 'tis your wedding day.
Oh. Whoever caught the garland shall be next to wed.
Man, I wanted to catch it. Clap, clap. Ah! Don't cut me! What are you writing? Stop writing it in my blood. I'm still alive, you know. You little bastard.
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
Yeah.
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher.
Rabbit.
Dull as dirt, but good.
Hey! What? Don't you dare.
A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance, their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone, their bouncing...
Will you
Yes,
stop?
yes, I know.
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't. I'm not finished here.
What do you need to do then?
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
Oh no, here we go.
Here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light, A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss.
There it
I
is.
knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
How can you
We
tell?
needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shani, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everec, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Whoa.
Stop! I beg you! Stop! Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
I mean, he's already dead.
Gods, what is this?
I don't know. What did you do to him?
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Damn right I do.
Who knows?
See ya.
Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly?
Yes.
Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everec will bother you no more.
True, gotta get going.
Should get back to Olgierd soon.
And like that, it's over. Huh. Here, I thought I might get some more time with you. Silly, wasn't it?
Very.
Wouldn't say that.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Yep, you should do that. See ya. Bye. Friend zoned.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
Oh,
You
shush.
understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt. Pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it.
I have feelings for
Surrender to
Triss.
spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape.
Sure they can.
Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
Why do you have to constantly just do this? Like, what are your riddles? Let the good times roll. I might cheer up. Oh, how can I? There we go, finally. I know what'll cheer her up, knowing that this place has been ransacked. Oh wow, there's so much stuff I can loot around here. Drunk wedding guest. Oof. Let's look at it again. I guess I actually have to read it rather than just... Oh, okay, so rich or buried laden in Rowan. Well, where's the Rowan?
A Rowan.
Oh, there it is,
She
finally.
used to weave the berries into necklaces. Pretty, I guess. Thing is, will it cheer her up?
Let's pick it.
Fine, I'll pick some. Becoming quite the romantic.
Well then, I guess I chose.
A lad clutching stems is a lad.
Johnny!
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning.
Oh no,
Smile,
this
Sean.
song.
You remembered I liked the Rowan.
Well, yes, I definitely remembered and didn't have to have like some
Remember a
kind
lot
of
of things about
entry
you.
on you or anything like that.
Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something.
What?
The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
You've got friends.
You've got friends. Me, for one.
Hey!
In that case, let's drink to our friendship.
Yep, to our friendship.
To friendship.
I'm afraid the drinks got into our minstrels. Horribly off-key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea. Did you enjoy the wedding?
It was alright.
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman's ghost, be his puppet. Gotta admit, though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Mean chasing a dog through the woods, or brawling, fence board in hand?
Forgetting something. There was also a kiss.
True. Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
His will, sure, but my body felt everything. Reminded me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean? Oh, I thought you'd forgotten our whole Catriona story.
That was background. What I remember most, the mood, the feelings, the people I met. And those I met for the second time in my life.
You're right. I was up to my elbows in work, but those were good times. They're nice memories.
Let's go ahead and make sure it stays that way. My people.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir. My workshop, business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tied to Torrent, but don't tell the old battle-axe. She'd be furious if she learned to let it slip.
Never you worry, sir. My lips are sealed as the grave. Us menfolk need to stick together.
Sir. Enough of that. I'm Vassy. But you can call me Dar.
Oh, thank you, Dar.
Dar.
I feel honoured. Let's drink on it.
Seems
All right,
the families are bonding.
A bride's father and his son-in-law? Stiff at first, but add drink and they bond or slap each other silly.
Yeah, that's true.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at all.
Mean the differences in wealth?
Mm-hmm. Jonas's family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Clear they love each other, though. Parents usually give in if that's the case.
Oh, I don't know. My mother would never accept an unfit beau, even if I insisted I loved him, had chosen him.
Unfit? What does that mean?
What kind of beau's unfit?
So far, every kind.
Oh, here we go.
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
Rabbits.
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy, or with a good trade, well brought up.
Oh,
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but it's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's
You're not
probably
wrong.
True.
Tell that to my mother. She actually thinks I should have found a husband at the academy.
Oh.
But I didn't. Ugh. I'm certain she thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Oh,
There is.
please, Shani. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You did that. I'm sure your mother appreciates it. You got a doctorate, have your own practice, been at the front lines many times. You're a good person. Not a thing wrong with you.
Really think so?
Yeah.
Really. Look, the brave brothers.
After they
Drank
got
themselves stiff as the boards they tore from the fence.
damn
Wonder
right.
where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing, if you ask me.
So he was right. That was Vladimir, though.
That was Vladimir, not me, remember?
But pretend for a moment it had been you, and the situation had been different. Say you're at the wedding, and that very girl keeps glancing, smiling at you. Then she finally walks up, and you know exactly what she wants. What do you do?
I go with her.
Put it that way, and I guess I don't really have a choice.
A witcher never lets an opportunity pass, is that it?
No, he does.
No.
If he spots a better one nearby.
Ooh, gorgeous.
Oh yeah, sure am sleepy. Guess I better go and... Oh, sorry. See ya.
Been thinking about that kiss.
Maybe I should have just left at the
The
party.
one Vladimir planted on your lips, with my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him there.
Geralt, can you
That
stop?
I cannot tell you.
Triss will legitimately burn your balls off.
Only one way to find out.
Don't you... I've been literally friend-zoning her this entire time, my dude. And here you go and do this. Can you not? Your hand is still bleeding, by the way.
So, how'd it compare?
Completely different. Bye.
Honestly, completely different.
Better or worse?
Worse. Just different.
Just impossible to compare. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
Multiple times.
Oh, true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which, on occasion, has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today?
Rabbit.
Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Go back where? Yeah, let's go back. See ya.
Love to stay, I would. But we ought to get back to the wedding.
Oh, yes. Yes. That's best.
Yep, sure is.
Penny for your thoughts?
Just thinking that friends should stay friends.
Yep, I agree.
My feeling too.
I have a lot to think about. Alone.
Yep.
So I'm not going back to the wedding. Not really fond of watching drunks stagger around anyway.
Neither am I. See ya.
Johnny, wait. Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Cool.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Be seeing ya, friend.
See you later, Geralt.
Oh, you're such a good friend. Girl, I swear to God, if Triss gets pissed at us, you are gonna be... You are in big trouble, mister. I mean, honestly, I've been trying to friend zone her this entire time. You're like, I'm just gonna go for it.